Every kid has a dream, right? Ever since I was 6, mine's to become a pro surfer. Every single thing I do is aimed at scoring that goal. Some people think I push it too hard. Maybe. But I know what I want, and I'll do whatever it takes to get there.
I mean, take something like making a choice. The way I see it, you can't worry about everything. If you can work out the difference between what really matters and what doesn't, you're halfway to where you want to be in life. Right. Decision time.
As in who takes which bed?
Exactly. So let's work this out. Okay, the top bunk is good because you're away from the crowd. Like, it can be your own little world up there, right?
Right.
But it requires effort to get up there, which is a hassle. Whereas the bottom bunk is easier to get into, but you got to put it with the guy above tossing and turning and keeping you awake all night.
So I suppose that means you want the single bed then, right?
Well, the single's good from a personal space option, but it's the furthest from the window. Less air, less light.
Okay, so which one do you want?
I don't know. I mean, whatever decision we make now, we have to live with for the whole year, right?
What's happening, guys?
Oh, just checking out the sleeping arrangements.
Yeah, as in who should take which bed.
Cool, I'll take this one. Unless, of course, anyone has any objections.
No, none from me.
Absolutely. You wanted it's yours.
Sweet.
So, Guy, what's it going to be? Private penthouse upstairs or easy access downstairs?
We don't have to rush this, you know. I mean, there's still time to think about it.
Guy, it's just a bed.
No! No way! I mean, if you sleep good, then you wake good. It's a proven fact.
Why don't you just flip a coin?
Oh, it's okay, guys. I've thought about it, and I'm going to go with the top.
Well, are you sure? I mean, I don't want to pressure you into anything that you'll end up regretting.
It's okay, man. I'll take my chances, and I'll try and keep the tossing and turning to a minimum.
Right, then. I'll, take the bottom bunk. That all right with everyone?
Go for it, man.
Go ahead. It's all yours, Guy.
Great. Glad we got that sorted.
Wow, looks like someone's got an early to snag this one.
Mine, sorry, I'll move them if you like.
Hey, why should I like? Why should you be sorry?
Well, it's just...
Stop being so nice. Come on, let's go inspect option 2. Wow, it didn't take you long to make yourself at home.
Oh, Beck just said to come up and get a bed, so that's what I did.
Wow, I love this top. It is so cute.
Well, you can borrow it if you want, any of my clothes.
Thanks, that's really nice of you. You obviously don't have sisters.
How'd you guess?
Well, you never let any of them borrow anything unless you never wanted to see it again or didn't care if it was ripped or dirty.
I'd love to have a sister.
Well, I have 3 and they are all for sale. In fact, I will give them away.
So, I'm set up here and Lauren's next door. Which one of us gets to have a sister?
You mean it's my choice?
Well, you're the sister expert. I only have brothers. Me too.
Guys, are you sure you know what you're doing? I mean, you don't even know me.
Looks like one of us soon will.
You get points for training, competitions, keeping up with schoolwork and housework. You need a minimum of 15 points in each category with an overall total of 60 points to qualify for the final surf-off. Any questions?
What if we do well in training and schoolwork but stop up in housework?
Then you don't qualify.
Are you seriously saying that if we don't wash the dishes properly, we don't get to surf in the final?
That's about it.
That's crazy. We're here to compete for the pro surfing circuit, not train to become housemaids.
Well, it's more than just housework. It's about responsibility. We need to know that you can pull your own weight and not buckle when things get tough.
I think that's fair enough.
You know all about the pro circuit, do you?
No, but...
Then don't agree with things you don't know anything about.
Whoa, get off your high horse, cowboy. Since when were you the expert?
You're right. I haven't been on the pro circuit, but it stands to reason that if you can handle responsibility, you've got a much better chance of success.
Last time I looked, surfing was about catching waves. How does vacuuming the lounge room help with any of that?
That is a very interesting question, Charlie, and one you will have a whole year to explore. Like it or lump it, people, that's how it is.
Yeah, I can empathise with that. I mean, I can see what Charlie's saying, but I can also see what Beck's saying too.
Thanks, man. That's really cleared that up.
Adam, Bridget, do either of you have anything you'd like to add?
No, the rules are the rules. As long as they're clear and fair, I don't have a problem.
I'm with Adam, but I do have one question. What's the story with the new surf coach? When do we get to meet them?
Yeah.
Ah, yes, that is something I will fill you in on over dinner tonight. In the meantime, how about you grab your boards and check out the local break?
Yeah.
Might help cool some tempers. Oh, wait. I need 2 people to cook dinner tonight. Lauren, Charlie, thank you for volunteering.
Excuse me, I don't believe I volunteered.
Oh, well, I guess you just got lucky then.
Coming in? The waves on the reef have got better shape.
Well, the ones at the front aren't bad either.
Nah, I think I'll surf the reef. It's not that I'm antisocial or anything. Like I said, it's all about achieving my goal. I don't care what choices the others make, that's their business. I just make the choice that's right for me. If that gets up people's noses, well, sorry, but that's their problem, not mine.
What's Charlie doing?
He reckons the waves out of the reef are better.
That's a bit unsociable. Maybe he doesn't want to be sociable.
Yeah, well, I'm glad it's you cooking with him tonight. If it was me, he'd have a saucepan around his head in about 5 seconds flat.
We'll be okay. Now, are we here to surf or are we here to surf?
We're here to serve!
Which side are you on? Which side are you on?
Tomatoes, onions, carrot, mushrooms, mincemeat, zucchini, and spaghetti. Know how to make it?
Well,
We'll manage.
You'd better. Otherwise, you'll have 5 very disgruntled housemates to deal with.
5? Who else is eating?
Me. I live here too, you know. So if you have any problems, cookbooks are over here. And if you get really desperate, I'll be in the office.
Right. How do you want to do this?
Have you ever made spaghetti before?
Everyone's made spaghetti, haven't you?
Not exactly. Well, not like this.
So how have you made it?
Actually, I haven't.
Okay. Looks like you'll be taking orders from me then.
Shower's free.
Thanks.
Hey, what do you make of Charlie?
As in?
As in, what's his story? It's almost like he doesn't want to be here.
I don't know, maybe he doesn't.
Then why?
Then why what? Why did he come here?
Yeah.
I don't know, your guess is as good as mine, but it's only day 1. Give him a week.
Just hope it's only a week. It'll be a seriously boring year if he doesn't lighten up a bit.
Hey!
What?
That's my part of the bed.
No, it's not.
Yes, it is. It's part of the top bunk.
Yeah, but it's the bottom part of the top.
Yeah, but it's still part of the top, right? Yeah.
This is day 1. I can hardly wait to see what day 2's like.
You won't lose points if each slice isn't exactly the same, you know.
You said to cut them even.
A millimetre either way won't matter. Here.
They're not even.
No, but they're even enough.
If you'd said even enough, I would have cut them like that, but you said even.
Okay, I'll make sure I define my terms next time.
Look, I'm sorry I took a shot at you this afternoon.
It's pretty mean.
If I think things are wrong, then I say so. It wasn't meant to be personal.
Sounded pretty personal to me.
Which is why I'm sorry. I shouldn't have said it like that.
Apology accepted. Can you pass the spaghetti? Why didn't you surf with the rest of us today?
The reef break was better.
Didn't seem very friendly. I mean, given it was the first time we were all out together.
I'm not here to make friends. I'm here to win the wild card. Isn't that what all this is for?
But we've also got to live with each other for the year. Isn't it easier to do that if we all get along?
Look, if you guys want to socialise, that's fine. It's your choice. I'm not saying that I'm better or that I hate everyone else. I just do what's right for me. That's all.
Lauren, Charlie, I take my hat off to you. At least I would if I was wearing one, which I'm not. But if I did, I would, definitely.
I think what Guy's trying to say is that it's good.
Looks like you've chalked up some early points there, Charlie. Obviously, you were just kidding this afternoon. You really are housemaid material.
Yeah, actually, it was Lauren who came up with all the creative stuff. I was just a labourer.
He's too modest. When it comes to slicing vegetables, Charlie's a true artist.
Okay, since we're all in such fine spirits, maybe now is a good time to discuss an important decision that has to be made tomorrow.
Oh, the new surf coach?
Please, please, Beck, pick a good one.
Yeah, our year depends on
Which is why it's far too important a decision to be made by me.
So who is going to decide?
You are.
Us?
Well, hang on, we don't know anything about coaching.
No, but you know yourselves, and you're the ones that have to work with them.
No, this is seriously not a good idea. I mean, for starters, we'll never all agree. And then what happens?
A 4-2 majority will do.
Well, what if it's 3-on-3?
Then you'll have to talk it out. But by 6 p.m. tomorrow night, you have to come to me with your choice.
I still don't think this is the right way to do this.
Oh, what's the matter, Charlie? Don't you trust us?
Yeah, come on, we're the ones being coached. Why shouldn't we pick?
Coaching is a specialised job. It's about skill and experience and knowledge. It shouldn't be a popularity contest.
Well, okay, Charlie. If we choose a dud, we'll crawl back to you and say we're sorry. Satisfied?
Not particularly, no.
Okay, it would be easy for me to make this decision for you, but it would be a cop-out. I understand your concerns, Charlie, but this is your responsibility because it's your lives that are going to be affected. Are there any further questions?
Yeah, I've got one.
Guy.
Do we run to dessert around here now?
Come on.
And I've had... Oh, get that off. Like, I've had heaps of spaghetti and I want some dessert.
Okay, so now I'm about as popular as a shark in a play pool. But seriously, how smart was it to have us choose our own coach? It's like letting a prisoner choose their own jailer. These guys were just not equipped to make a proper choice.
What's going on, Lauren?
I've changed rooms.
What's the story?
Bridget and I got talking and...
We decided to choose your room for you.
Mind if I ask why?
You've got 3 sisters, right?
So?
So we figured you probably grew up always having to share a room.
Whereas neither of us have sisters and have always had our own rooms.
Sorry, you've lost me.
We decided that this would be a good chance for you to have a room all of your own. And we could learn what it was like to share.
That is so cool! Are you sure you don't mind?
Good choice or good choice?
Great choice. Thank you so much. My sisters will die of envy when they hear.
All right, we'll go on in case we change our minds.
Fine, going, gone. Good night!
Dave Stretton, 28 years old, 10 years on the pro circuit, 8 titles, 15 top 3 finishes.
Whoa.
He looks like a hunk.
Oh, cheeky. Gary Miller, 26 years old, 4 years on the pro circuit, 2 titles, 4 top 3 finishes.
Go on.
We'll go on what?
Aren't at least one of you going to assess his cute factor?
Get out.
Oh, come on.
Interviews begin at 10 a.m. down on the lawn. Now remember, this is your choice. You have to live with it. So listen carefully and think critically.
Cool. How'd you sleep last night?
Brilliant. Best night ever.
Good. I'm glad.
I still think this is a bad way to do it.
I think I've got that loud and clear, Charlie, but I hope you're wrong, for both our sakes.
I'm off Bali, right? And I'm riding this left-hander that goes on forever. Suddenly, there's these flowers all over the water. Then this burning canoe is coming straight at me. I've surfed right into the middle of a local funeral.
Yeah, I enjoyed the circuit. I met a lot of great people. I learned a lot. I learned from the best. But it's behind me now. I'm happy to keep it that way.
So then this American guy yells out to me, "You think that was a wipeout? My father just fell off the roof of his house."
Well, there's a lot of good surfers out there. A lot. And any one of them can win on any given day.
Right, questions. Look, you better ask me some or I'll have to keep telling yarns.
Yeah, I do.
Right, Adam.
What are your thoughts on training?
Mate, I'm not into gyms and circuit training and all that kind of stuff. Surfing's a water sport, and that's where I think we should be. In the water.
Depends on the individual. I mean, no two people are the same, and no one person is the same all the time.
How important is discipline?
Discipline? What's that? Surfing should be fun. And if it's not fun, why are you doing it?
Discipline is everything. If you can't be disciplined, then you will never make it at the elite level.
And what about fun?
Discipline is fun.
What's the secret to success?
Just believe in yourself, then get out there and do it.
It's about luck and hard work. But the harder you work, the luckier you get.
What about our relationship?
What? You want to marry me?
No. What I mean is, how should it be between a coach and us?
I see us as a kind of family. I mean, we should be mates, friends.
Coach should be close, but not too close. Otherwise, you can't trust them to be fair and objective. And if there's no trust, there's nothing.
Dave, you are a legend to me, mate. Come on.
Wow. That feels better.
I thought I could swim, but you are an absolute fish.
That's what I didn't think, especially when I have a big decision to make.
And have you made that decision?
Yeah, I think so. You?
I think so too.
Hey, girls.
Come on, it's nearly time to meet.
Where's Charlie?
Well, isn't he with you?
We thought he was with you.
Hope we don't have to spend the next 2 hours looking for him.
When it comes to making choices, there's one thing I've learned. Always do your homework. Gut feelings are good to start with, but when you really want to nail something, a little background research is hard to beat.
Gotcha.
Okay, you've met both guys, you've heard what they have to say, you've thought about it. So,
Well, it's a no-brainer. Dave, he's the man.
well, that seems pretty unequivocal. What's everyone else think?
Dave gets my vote.
Oh, mine too.
Yeah, I'm definitely with Dave.
Dave.
So that just leaves you, Charlie. What do you say? Do either of them measure up to your exacting standards?
As it turns out, yeah, I was impressed.
Awesome. How easy was that? So, when does Dave start?
Never, I hope.
Well, hang on, you just
I
said
said
that.
I was impressed, but not by Dave.
Oh, you can't mean you're voting for Gary.
That's what I mean.
How come?
Charlie, why?
It's simple. Gary will make a good coach, Dave won't.
Oh, come on, Charlie. You're only doing this to stir us. You're annoyed that we did the choosing and you're just making life hard for Beck.
Hang on, Cassie. Let's hear Charlie's reasons before we jump down his throat. Charlie?
Do you mind if I borrow your whiteboard, Beck?
Go right ahead.
What is Charlie's problem? Why does he have to make everything into this, like, major deal?
Guess we're about to find out.
Feel free to talk amongst yourselves. Okay, so there are two people in any coaching arrangement, the coach and the athlete. Who is the most important?
What is this, 20 questions?
No, only 3. Anyone?
Well, obviously the athlete.
Obviously. What do we get from Dave? Half an hour of non-stop stories about one person. Dave.
Oh, that's not fair. Your stories were fun.
Fun, the word which brings me to my next question. What is the most important thing a coach does?
Improves our skills, our competitiveness.
Right, and what was Dave's brilliant way of doing that? by having fun.
Well, what's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Well, nothing if you're in kindergarten. But this is supposed to be a place for elite athletes, not some splash and giggle holiday camp.
I don't think he was saying that.
No.
Wasn't he? What about how he was going to coach us? He wanted to be our friend. I'm sorry, but I don't want my coach to be my friend. I want my coach to be my coach. Dave is not a coach.
Okay, let's say you're right about Dave. What makes you so convinced that Gary could do the job?
Easy. Think about what Gary said when we asked him to talk about himself.
Yeah, I enjoyed the circuit. I learnt a lot. I learned from the best. It's behind me now, and I'm happy to keep it that way.
He didn't tell us anything.
Exactly. Whereas Dave needed a muzzle to shut him up. He's still living in the past 24/7, whereas Gary's moved on. He's clear about what we need here.
Discipline is everything. If you can't be disciplined, then you will never make it at the elite level.
The same goes when asked how he would do things.
Coach should be close, but not too close, otherwise you can't trust them to be fair and objective. If there's no trust, there's nothing.
If you ask me, the choice is simple. We can either have a coach who will push us to achieve, or a mate to have fun and games with. I know which one I want.
Well, Charlie, you mightn't like Dave's approach, but the fact is, it's won him 8 titles. Gary's only won 2.
Yeah, exactly. There's no comparison. Dave's record speaks for itself.
Surprise, surprise, Cassie. But on this, you and I agreed.
What's this?
A printout from the Register of World Surfing Titles. It shows Gary's titles were both major internationals, and so were his placings, whereas Dave's were just small regional comps.
That's true. Take a look.
Like you said, Cassie, no comparison.
So, what do we do now?
I guess we take another vote.
If that's what you think.
You know my vote. I think the choice is pretty clear-cut. But I'll leave it to you.
What do you think, Beck? Can you help us?
Well, everything that Charlie has said is true. It's also true that sometimes the best surfers don't necessarily make the best coaches. Now, both guys have their strengths, but ultimately it comes back to one basic point. You have to choose who you think is best for you.
Mind if I come in?
Sure.
We've taken the vote, and I've been delegated to come and tell you the result. You were pretty persuasive. We've thought about what you said, and we've changed our minds. We'll go with Gary. You don't look hugely thrilled. I thought you'd be pleased.
Oh, I am pleased. Yeah, I just hope that I'm right.
Don't worry. If it does go pear-shaped, we won't blame you. We might kill you, but we won't blame you.
Thanks, I feel much better about it already.
Good.
How weird was that? I set out to make the right choice for me. Somehow it became the right choice for everyone else too. It didn't exactly make me a lot of friends, but I can live with that. It's the result that matters.
Spotted where the good sets are?
Yeah, the reef's looking good again.
Why don't you come out in the middle with the rest of us?
Why would I do that when the waves and the reef are clearly better?
Maybe because it's the friendly thing to do.
You really think it's better to be friendly than right?
Not necessarily. But once in a while it doesn't hurt to make a different kind of choice.
Why's that?
Just to show that you can.
Well, maybe the waves are better in the middle. Slightly.
No point wondering about it then. Come on.